Hello friends, today we shall discuss or solve these four examples based on the shortcut methods. In the earlier fifth lecture, I explained you the method of shortcuts. This is the second method in which we determine the particular integral. The first method was the general integral method, then shortcut method, and then variation of param. In shortcut methods, we have dealt only two cases. We have considered only two cases. First case was an exponential case and another case was a trigonometric case. So based on these first two cases, we would be solving these four examples. So let us begin with the first one. The linear differential equation is given. D square minus D minus 6 times y is equal to e to the power x into cos h 2x. This was asked in summer 2019. Okay. So I am going to solve this linear differential equations. This is f of d. The auxiliary equation is f of d equal to 0. So here, where? Here d square minus d minus 6 is equal to 0 is the auxiliary equation. AE means auxiliary equation. Auxiliary means which supports us, which helps us. So we would be solving this quadratic auxiliary equation. D square minus D minus 6. It is a very simple high school quadratic equation. Its factors are D minus 3 into D plus 2 equal to 0. These are the factors. The roots are D equal to 3 and minus 2. These two roots are real and distinct. Real and distinct roots. Hence, due to the real and distinctness of the roots, the complementary function, we denote complementary function as y suffix c is equal to c1 into e to the power 3x plus c2 e to the power minus 2x. So that is what the one part of general solution is. Now, what is pi? Yp is equal to 1 upon f of d. What is f of d? D square minus d minus 6 whose factors are d minus 3, d plus 2 into e to the power x into cos h 2x. And here, now this yp is equal to 1 upon d minus 3 d minus 3 d plus 2 times operating on e to the power x. Now I would also be converting this cos h of 2x into exponential formula. The cos h of 2x is 1 by 2 times e to the power 2x plus e to the power minus 2x. Note this formula. That is further equal to 1 by 2 times 1 upon d minus 3d plus 2 Now I will open this bracket e raised to power x into 2x, e raised to power 3x plus e raised to power x minus 2x, e raised to power minus x. That is further equal to 1 by 2 times 1 upon d minus 3d plus 2 separately operating on first and second exponential term, which is e raised to power 3x plus 1 upon d minus 3d plus 2 operating on e to the power minus x. Now, this is the shortcut method. Here, 1 upon f of d into e power ax is always equal to 1 upon f of a e power x. F of a. Here we would be replacing d by 3. So it is equal to, by shortcut method, it is equal to 1 by 2 times 1 upon e raised to power 3x. If d is replaced by 3, 3 minus 3 is 0. So this is a failure case. In case of failure, we multiply by x. After multiplying by x, we differentiate the denominator with respect to d. D square minus d minus 6. Its derivative is 2d minus 1. Twice d minus 1 into e to the power 3x. Plus, here again, I would be replacing capital D by minus 1. Minus 1 minus 3, it is minus 4. 1 first bracket and minus 1 plus 2, it is 1 into e to the power minus x. 1 by 2 times. Here I would be replacing d by 3. 2 3s are 6 minus 1 is 5 x by 5 e to the power 3x minus 1 by 4 e to the power minus 6. So this is y. And y is equal to complete solution or general solution. Y is equal to yc plus yp. So y is equal to yc was we have determined as c1 e power 3x plus c2 e to the power minus x plus this is the particular integral is 1 by 2 times x by 5 e to the power 3x upon 5 minus e to the power minus x by. So this is the complete or general solution of the given first example. Now we would turn on to the second one. 1 into y is equal to sine of 3x. Second one, d square minus 1, this is f of d, into y is equal to sine of 3x. Summer 2017, it was asked in the university examination. Here, the auxiliary equation is b square minus 1 is equal to 0. What are the roots of this quadratic equation? It is plus 1 and minus 1. Again here roots are real and distinct. Therefore, yc is complementary function is c1 e to the power x plus c2 e to the power minus x. Yp, next part, formula is 1 upon f of d square minus 1 into sine of 3x. Now this is shortcut formula, second case, trigonometric case. 1 upon f of d square into sine of ax plus minus b is equal to 1 upon f of minus 1 into a square sine of ax plus minus b. D square is to be replaced by minus 1 into a square. Here a is 3. B is of course 0. So d square is replaced by minus 1 into square of 3. Minus 9. So it is 1 upon minus 9 minus 1 sine of 3x. So it is sine of 3x by minus 10 yp. The complete solution y is equal to yc plus yp. c1 e to the power x plus c2 e to the power minus x. This is, we have determined the complementary function and particular integral was sine of 3x upon minus 10. So this is our complete or general solution of second exam. Now switch on to the third one. d raised to power 4 minus m to the power 4, this is f of d, into y is equal to sine of mx. This was asked in winter 2014. F of d equal to 0, auxiliary equation. Auxiliary equation is d raised to power 4 minus m raised to power 4 equal to 0. The factors, it is d square minus m square into d square plus m square equal to 0. Again its factors are d minus m into d plus m, d plus im, d minus im equal to 0. This d square plus m square can be written as d square minus I square m square. D square plus m square can be written as d square minus I square is plus 1. So its factors are d plus I and d minus. The roots are consequently d is equal to plus m minus m plus im and minus im. So these two roots are real and distinct. These two roots are complex and conjugate. Here alpha is 0. The roots are n minus m and 0 plus minus im. So corresponding to these real distinct roots, yc is c1 e to the power mx plus c2 e to the power minus mx. Corresponding to this complex conjugate root, e to the power alpha x, e to the power 0x times c1 cos mx, beta is m here, plus c2 sin mx. So this is our complementary function. Next, yp is 1 upon f of d, 1 upon d to the power 4 minus m to the power 4 sin mx. This is the shortcut formula for sin of mx. I told you this sin of mx is operated by d square. So here we d square is to be replaced by minus 1 into m square. So d square is minus 1 into m square means minus m square. D raised to power 4 means minus m square square. So m raised to power 4 minus this m raised to power 4 becomes 0. So if I put d square equal to minus m square, the case is failed here because denominator is becoming 0. In case of failure case, what do? We multiply by x. Failure case. We multiply by x and differentiate the denominator. 4m cube with respect to d. Sorry, not 4m cube. 4d cube. This is f of d is to be differentiated with respect to d. So m is constant here. 4d cube sin mx. Again I am replacing d square by minus m square. So x by 4 into 1 upon d cube. Out of this d cube, d square is to be replaced by minus m square into d into sine of mx. So it is x upon minus 4m square into 1 upon d sin mx. 1 upon d means 1 upon d by dx. It is inverse of derivative. 1 upon d means integral with respect to the x. So integral of sine of mx with respect to x is minus cos of mx. X upon minus 4m square, and now I am integrating sine mx with respect to x is minus cos of mx upon m. So aggregately it becomes x cos mx upon 4m cube. So that is how we determine the particular integral. If it is added to the yc, where is yc? This one. It would give us the complete or general solution. Y is equal to yc plus y. So that was the solution for the third example. Now fourth one. Okay, turning on to the last example, d cube plus d into y equal to cos of x. Now f of d equal to 0, it is the auxiliary equation. So auxiliary equation is d cube plus d equal to 0. So it is d into d plus 1 equal to 0. So what are the roots? D equal to 0 and d equal to minus 1. YC is real and distinct roots. Due to real and distinct roots, the complementary function is c1 e to the power first real root is 0x plus c2 into e to the power second root minus 1x. So it is c1 plus c2 e to the power minus s. So that constitute your what we say as the complementary function. Now yp is equal to, formula is 1 upon f of d, 1 upon d into d plus 1 into cos of x, or it is 1 upon d cube plus d cos of x. I told you the cosine, the trigonometric function sine of x or cos of x, they are operated on d square only. So if here a is 1, here if I replace the d square of this d cube by minus d, so it becomes d square into d, but d square is minus d, sorry, minus 1. Minus 1 into a square. A is 1 here. So, if this d square is minus 1 of this d cube, so minus 1 into d is minus d plus d is 0. So, for this trigonometric case, this case is a failure case. So, in case of failure case, what did we do? Multiplying by x, differentiating denominator with respect to d, 3d square plus 1 cos of x. Now, this d square is to be replaced by minus 1. Minus 1 into 3, minus 3 plus 1 cos of x. So, it is x by minus 2 into cos of x. That is the final value of the particular integral. So, general solution or complete solution, y is equal to yc plus yp. Yc was c1 plus c2 e to the power minus x, and the particular integral was minus 1 by 2 minus x by 2 into cos x. So, that is how we simplify such examples for yc and yp. Specifically yp, we have used over here the shortcut methods for the exponential case and trigonometric case. I hope you might have understand this. Thank you very much.